Hey guys, all right, Jason here. Today what we're going to be talking about is changing your shooting style, and is it okay to do it? Is it set in stone that you have to shoot a specific style once you say this is what I want to do? Can you never go to anything else? You should be changing your shooting style. You should change things up and learn different things. If you're a gap shooter, try instinctive. If you're doing this, try that. If you're 3 under, make sure you try split finger. Make sure you try different things. If you're somebody who is doing a swing draw style and you want to change it up to somebody that's more fixed, you should try all of them. The only way for sure to know what's going to work perfectly for you is for you to actually try them all. Now that's one thing. Now the big factor here is that you will know that anybody you talk to that's in this sport, they will shoot the best when they trick muscle memory, okay, or your mind. What I mean by that is people that go to a heavier bow. So they get a new, as soon as somebody gets a new bow, they automatically shoot it really well. Why? Because it feels different. The muscles are different. Everything is different about that bow. So everything feels different. So it's all a subconscious, conscious battle going on, in muscle memory battle that forces you to do everything right and get out of habits. And the same thing applies to when you change shooting styles. When I say shooting style, it might be something as simple as going from a grip that's like this to maybe putting that grip pressure here, a little more inside there, tightening this up, moving your fingers. Little things like that are going to matter. Changing your hook depth a little bit, moving like me as a split finger, making sure to remember to pull that top finger off, pushing more with my arm, like my arm push the release, push the arrow out of my bow that I do now. That's how I shoot. I push that, you know, what happens is at that very last second, right before I'm ready, I let that arm push that bow to release it. Whether that, or you want to do your follow through on your, you know, touch your shoulder on your release hand, or from there you want to learn to be a static release. Try everything. Try all of this. And like I said, you will find it as soon as you go from one to the other, usually your shooting's better. If you're in a slump and you're getting your butt kicked and you can't do a pretty good group, or things aren't working very well, try something different. Push something a little different. It's all relative, and it's all relative to the fact that traditional archery is 100% mental. It is all here. And as soon as you twist some wires or break some circuits or change things in there a little bit, and your body does that, your mind goes, wait, this doesn't feel right, and I have to adjust this, this, and this, and how do we do that to get it to be better? That's what you want to accomplish, is getting your body to think about things, you know, in a different light. And you don't realize it's doing it, but it does it. It feels so different. I have 3 100% identical Northern Miss Classic bows. 3 of them, 100% identical weight, identical everything. Yet, when I shoot from one to the other, I can feel the difference. I can feel it. You could blindfold me, put a bow in my hand, and I could shoot it, and and they're all the same. But once I shoot it, I can tell you which one of those 3 it is. Okay, because your mind feels that difference that your body feels. And so when you want to change your things up, change shooting stuff up, it's going to benefit you in the fact that you learn what you like a little bit. Don't think for a second that there is only one way to shoot a bow, or that there's only one way that's right for you, or that you have to stick with specific things and do the whole entire process. Like maybe, for example, you went to Joel Turner's school and you got all the stuff that he taught and everything like that, and then you went to somebody else's school, say Jenkins, or I don't know, I don't pay attention to all this stuff, or Klum, or you did something else and then they taught you something a little different, but you liked like this one piece from Joel, this piece from, you know, from Tom Klum, this one from somebody else, and this one from your neighbor's cousin's uncle's friend's sister who you watched her shoot when she was in 3rd grade, but she did this and it was really cool. Combine all of that if you need to make it your own. Don't think for a second that there has to be a specific something. Change it up. Give it a try. See what you like best. See what you're changing. And my style, in 30 years of traditional bow hunting, my style has changed between basically 3 different methods for the most part, but it has changed between those 3 different methods 3 dozen times. Okay, there are times that you've seen it in my videos, that I want to release with that bow arm. There are other times that I want to hold that rock with that bow arm steady and I want to pull through my release this way. Then there are times I want that release static and I want my bow arm static and I want to follow through. I try all sorts of different things, but those little minor changes make a world of difference. And anytime I get in a slump and I'm not shooting very good, the first thing I'm going to do is change something up. Now I know from experience that all three of my systems basically work, but whenever I get in a jam or I'm not feeling it, I go from one to the other, and all of a sudden my mind, my body, everything's kind of out of whack on it a little bit. They got to concentrate harder. I have to focus more, and it all becomes perfect again. And then if that gets old shoe or makes me, you know, I'm not shooting like I want out of it, I'll change something again. And it's just this rotation, and I've tried it all, but those are the three things. Maybe one day I'll make a video on them, but I just told you what they were here, how I change it. But that little bit of a change in my shooting style has the power to take me from a funk to shooting pure perfection. And that's what we're after, giving you that confidence to be able to go out there, get it done, hunt, have fun with it. So do not be afraid to change things up in your shooting, to mix things up and just, you know, give it a go. You know, I've never changed my anchor point. That has always been the same. I've never really changed my my bow arm. For the most part, I will change a little bit on what I do with that bow arm, but I mean, it's always been just those little fundamental things: the way I grip the bow, how tight I grip the bow, how loose I grip the bow, how deep I want to come into that string, how much pressure I want to put on my top finger versus how much pressure I want to put on my bottom finger versus my middle finger versus all of them. If I want to focus on putting more pressure on the top to even that string out, or more it's all little bitty, little small things, but those little bitty things make a tremendous difference. They will change the game for you, and they give you options, and options are good. And then, like I said, you get into a snag, switch it up a little bit, I'll bet it pulls you right out of that funk. So just a little tip for you. Out here shooting, practicing, loving my new quiver that I got from Donnie. This is that Creekwalker trading quiver. Absolutely love this. Got a full video review that I just got done making on it, which I don't know which one of these you'll see first, but loving the quiver, loving the setup. And you know, it's hot here right now. This is South Georgia. It's 88 degrees today. Been sweating. Tina's had me out here cutting grass and weed whacking and you know, doing all kinds of crap. So it's nice to just sit down right now. I'm gonna fire a couple arrows. That's my first group of the day. We got 3 arrows down there right now, and first group of the day, not too bad from 20 yards right here, but I want to dial it in tighter. So I'm going to shoot, you know, I'm going to shoot 50 arrows today and enjoy myself and have fun and get more acclimated to this quiver. I've only got about 150 arrows through this with this on here. Feels a little different, but I like it. It's so stable and solid. It does not move. I really like it. So that's what we're going to do, but do not be afraid to change up your stuff. Don't be afraid to mix it up, have fun with it, let it see what it can do for you. Thanks for watching.